Let me tell you about Latrice. Growing up, she always felt like she was living in the shadow of her older sister, Kendra. Kendra was loud, funny, and always knew how to steal the spotlight, whether it was at family gatherings, school events, or just hanging out at home. And Latrice, she was the quiet one, the one who stayed out of the way, who didn't wear flashy outfits or jump into the jokes Kendra threw around. But Kendra, oh, she stayed on Latrice's neck. If Latrice got new shoes, Kendra would borrow them, except they never really made their way back. Whenever Latrice tried to talk at the dinner table, Kendra would cut her off with some slick comment like, "Look who finally decided to speak up." And no matter how many times Latrice tried to brush it off, it started to hurt, especially when everyone laughed along like it was harmless. People always told Latrice, that's just how sisters are. But deep down, Latrice felt like it was more than that. It didn't feel like playful teasing, it felt personal, like Kendra was trying to prove something, like she wanted Latrice to feel small. Latrice started asking herself, why does Kendra act like this? She thought back to their childhood before their mom got remarried. Kendra used to be different back then. She was still funny, still bold, but the teasing wasn't as sharp. But after their mom married Latrice's dad, things shifted. Latrice started noticing how Kendra pulled away from the family more and more, how she got more sarcastic, more aggressive. Latrice wondered if maybe that's where the resentment started, like Kendra felt their stepdad and Latrice somehow messed up what she thought was their perfect family. Or maybe it was because Kendra thought their mom favored Latrice, the quiet, good one. It wasn't just sibling rivalry. Latrice could feel that. There was something deeper, something Kendra wasn't saying out loud. The hardest part? Latrice didn't know how to bring it up. How do you even start that conversation without it turning into another joke at your expense? Latrice ran the scenarios through her head over and over. What if Kendra laughs it off? What if she denies it? Worse, what if it makes things even more awkward between them? She thought about just letting it go, pushing it down like she always did, but Latrice couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't going to stop until she said something. She didn't want to resent her sister, but she was tired of feeling like she had to tiptoe around her. One night, after Kendra made yet another joke about Latrice's outfit at a family cookout, Latrice finally spoke up. "Why do you always do that?" Latrice said, her voice firm but shaky. Kendra raised a brow, smirking. "Do what? Relax, it's just a joke." Latrice shook her head. "It's not just a joke. You're always coming for me, and I'm tired of it. I don't get why you do this. What's the problem?" Kendra's eyes narrowed, and for a second Latrice saw something flicker across her face, something that wasn't confidence. "Girl, you're so sensitive," Kendra scoffed. "It's not that deep. I'm just playing with you." But Latrice could tell that even though Kendra brushed it off, she wasn't expecting Latrice to call her out. Later, on that night, their mom asked Latrice, "What was that about with you and Kendra?" Latrice shrugged. "I don't know, but I needed to say something." After that, Latrice noticed something. Kendra's jokes didn't come as often, and when they did, Latrice didn't laugh along. She'd either call it out or quietly leave the room. At first, Kendra didn't take it well. She rolled her eyes, muttered things under her breath. But Latrice didn't bite. Over time, though, Kendra seemed to ease up. One afternoon, Kendra knocked on Latrice's bedroom door. "Yo, you want to grab some food?" she asked, almost like nothing had happened. Latrice hesitated but agreed, and as they sat in the car eating fries, Kendra finally broke the silence. "Look, I guess I never really thought about how much I mess with you," Kendra said, eyes on the road. "I don't know. I guess I was just mad for a while. I didn't know how to deal with everything after Mom got remarried." Latrice nodded quietly, feeling like maybe, just maybe, they could move past it. From that point on, things weren't perfect, but they were better. Kendra still had her moments, but Latrice wasn't afraid to speak up anymore. And slowly, the dynamic shifted. Latrice realized that sometimes people act out because they don't know how to express the pain they're holding on to. But that didn't mean she had to accept it. By standing up for herself, she gave both of them a chance to heal. How would you address this situation if you were in their shoes? What steps would you take to face the challenge head on? Are you ready to start breaking generational chains in your own life? Find out by playing Generational Chain Breakers, the groundbreaking card game by LV Davis. Dive into real life scenarios and discover how to overcome the patterns holding us back. Plus, enjoy the Generational Chain Breakers soundtrack, now streaming on Spotify and all major platforms. Start your journey today because breaking chains begins with you.
Too many perks, too many views, too many times I took one for you. Too many hows, too many cries, too many tears, and